Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adaobi Nnoli, coming to you live from the city of Abuja, Nigeria. Kindly like, comment, subscribe and click the bell button down below and also share with your loved ones. Thank you very much for always coming back to watch my videos. Today I'll be talking about a very controversial topic. I know this topic has caused a whole lot of arguments, hot conversations, but please, I want to plead with you. What I'm about to say is my opinion. I'm here to learn from you and you're here to learn from me. If you have any opinion, please leave it in the comment section below. Don't come to me very rude, because the truth about it is, if you come to me very rude, I will come back at you. Yes, let's talk like adults. Let's talk like adults that we are. So my topic today is marriage. And before I continue, before I go further, I want to ask you a question, and I'll give you like 5 seconds to answer this question, because I've already answered this question for myself. So I'll give you 5 seconds to give yourself an answer. Is marriage worth it? Is marriage necessary? Is marriage overrated or underrated? Why are you going into marriage? Are you going into marriage because of what the society have said? Are you going into marriage because you found the one you love? Are you going into marriage because of the standard that has been given to you? Are you going into marriage because of what your parents are saying, or what your family members are saying, or what your friends are saying? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to answer all of these questions. So the 5 minutes have elapsed. I hope you've answered it. If you need more time to think about it and give yourself an answer, this is not a question that you need to answer in a hurry. So if you need more time to answer it, you can just pause this video and give yourself that answer you require. Yes. So marriage. I am not married. Good. I love marriage. Fine. But is it really worth it? Is what I keep asking myself. I came across a tweet late last week, and there are 4,000 reported cases of divorce in Abuja alone between the month of January and February 2020. Did you get the statistics I just gave you? 4,000 cases of divorce in Abuja alone between January 2020 and February 2020. And you now ask myself, what really went wrong? And these 4,000 cases, even cases of less than 1 year of marriage, is also inclusive. You now ask yourself, what went wrong? I thought these people were actually in love. I thought these people swore to be by each other's side. I thought marriage is something that is all about sacrifice, tolerance. Why do we now have so many cases of divorce at the moment? I posted this thing on my WhatsApp status and I got a whole lot of replies. And I thought about it. It's actually true. Poverty is on the increase. And because of this poverty, people are no longer thinking straight. They say a hungry man is an angry man, which is very true. You don't expect someone who is hungry to actually be thinking about love, to actually be thinking about my wife or my husband. All the person is, how can I satisfy my hunger? So I don't really blame people who say poverty, but at the same time, when you say for better for worse, didn't you put into consideration, okay, a time will come where maybe this man might not have money to take care of me, or maybe this woman might lose her job and might not have money to take care of herself or take care of the family at the same time. What happened to that for better for worse? I don't know. Is it that this for better for worse are no longer said in marriage vows? Or is it that people just say it for saying sake? Do people really read the marriage vows? Or I don't know. I think what pastors or men of God should do is, I think you have to pass down these marriage vows maybe a month before the wed, and make them understand or teach them the meaning of that vow. Because you cannot just come and say, okay, for better for worse today, and in the next year you're already breaking up your marriage. I'm not understanding. Didn't you understand what your marriage vows said? Or should we even say, okay, you write your marriage vows, so that it will be that you wrote your marriage vows yourself. It's not like someone forced you into saying those vows. Maybe that is what we should start doing. Then someone said infidelity is on the increase. Yes, people are cheating. I know that very well. If you come to Abuja, most especially in the evening, you see people's fathers. You see people's mothers. Well, the mothers aspect is that you see very few of them, because I think when it comes to infidelity, the women are kind of more conscious about it. But you see people's fathers, like, you just come and be wondering, what are these men doing here, for goodness sake? Don't they have families? Where is their wife? Where are their children? Why are you in a garden with a young lady? Like, don't you have any iota of shame? What could have made you cheat on your wife? Is it that she's not sexually satisfying you? Then you talk about it. Yes, you talk about it. Nobody was born to be a sex addict, or nobody was born a professional in sex. You talk about it. If you have to go and see a psychologist, or you have to go and see a sex therapist, please go and do that. You cannot come and be telling me, okay, because your wife is not satisfying you sexually, or your husband is not satisfying you sexually, that means you go ahead and cheat. I don't understand that. Someone else said the incompatibility, and I now wonder, why are you saying incompatibility? Didn't people date, or you just, that is, for me, I don't believe in, okay, I see someone in 1 month and in the next month I'm already marrying you. Yes, good and fine, you cannot know someone completely. Even if you're even married to the person for 20 years, you will still see some new things about the person. But at least there are basic things you have to check. There are basic informations you have to do. There are basic background checks you have to do. 1 month to me, it is too small for you to say, okay, I have decided this is the guy or this is the lady I want to spend the rest of my life with. I have a problem with being rushed into marriage. Incompatibility is actually a very serious problem, because two cannot work together unless they agree. So if incompatibility is a problem, then it is definitely going to cause divorce. Another person also talked about patience, that the ladies are no longer patient, the ladies are no longer like our mothers. And I'm now saying, come, hold on. When I talk about this, I'm not trying to talk about, okay, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to approach this on a feminist angle. See, calm down first. When you say the ladies are no longer behaving or acting like our mothers, can you compare the standard of living presently to the days of our parents? Can you compare the school fees we pay now to what our parents paid for us? Can you compare that? So you don't expect the woman who goes to work from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, to still come back, and then you expect her to go to the kitchen and be pounding yam for you. I've heard of a man who said he cannot eat poundo, that the wife must pound yam for me. And I'm like, excuse me, don't you have pity on this woman you called your wife? When you say someone is your wife, I believe you love that person and you would treat her the way you want her to treat you. A woman went to the office with all the stress of the work. You now want her to come back to the house and start pounding yam for you. Don't you have conscience, really? You want her to behave like your mother, who maybe is a full-time housewife. Full-time housewife is even a full-time job. This woman goes to the office, faces the whole stress that the office puts on her, come back home again, still have the time and the patience to cook for you, and then all you have to say is, okay, this one is not tasty, or I cannot eat poundo, I cannot eat this one, you have to pound yam for me. And I'm like, don't you even have mercy on this woman? You also have your daughter. How would you feel if a man treats your daughter that way? I'm trying to understand why men are not considerate about that fact about women. And then women as well also say, okay, they want their husbands to be what their fathers are. How do you expect your husband to be what your father is? I don't understand. I don't even understand why you even have to compare yourself or your marriage to that of your parents or to that of your so-called role model. I don't believe in that in comparing one's marriage to another person's marriage, because what happens in marriage A cannot be the same thing with what happens in marriage B. The way you love your partner cannot be the same way you will love another person. Let me even give you an example to start with. Let's assume you even dated 2 people or 3 people even before you got married. The way you loved your ex is not the same way you loved your present. So why are you now telling me, okay, I should compare A to B or marriage A to marriage B? It can never work. It will not work. Love the person as the person is. If you decided you want to be in marriage or you want to stay in marriage, or you decided that you're going to marry this person, then love the person for loving sake. And that person said the marriages of today don't work because of our parents. Our parents would sit down one morning because Mr. B is family friend. They want to retain that friendship. you now give out your daughter to family A's sons, to family A's son in marriage because you want to retain that friendship. For crying out loud, are you selling your child because you want to retain? What kind of friendship are you trying to retain? Are you not considerate of your child's happiness? Your child is telling you, I don't like this guy, but because you want to maintain that friendship, and because maybe for a political position or for whatever, you push your child, you sell your child for marriage, into marriage, just because of what you want to gain, your own selfish benefit. At the end of the day, they get married, and in 2-3 years time, they are divorced. And then what do you have to say? Oh no, don't divorce, my family, this name is at stake, this one, that one. But these children are unhappy, so why are you now forcing them to get married to people they are unwilling to marry? Parents, why? Another person said people get married the first place because of what they see, financial benefits, because of name. And I'm like, what is it? Why are you marrying someone? Why are you marrying a man or a woman because of the name the person has? Okay, I want to marry Dangote's daughter because of that name, Dangote. I want to marry Otedola's son because of the name Otedola. And I'm like wondering, that means you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you can actually wake up one day and decide that, you see, today, from today onwards, I am going to work hard and I am going to achieve my goals and I am going to be a great person and I'm going to have a name for myself. Why don't you believe in yourself? Why are you trying to lean on someone's name that you don't even know tomorrow if that person's name will still continue? I don't really understand why people go into marriage for money, for finance, or for name. I don't understand this. If you believe in yourself, I believe that if you believe in yourself, you have that feeling that, okay, if I make up my mind that I'm going to make money, I'm going to make money with God being my help. Why don't people think about themselves first? Some other person said, okay, people get married because of the society, the pressure society places on them. And I'm like, for goodness sake, the same society that will push you into that marriage will be the same society that will laugh at you when you're divorced. So why are you bothered about why the society is saying? Like, who has the society really helped? The society right from day one will never be there to help you. When you are crying in the middle of the night, they won't be there to know whether you're crying or whether you're smiling, whether he's beating you, whether she's beating you, whether she's abusing you. They don't even bother. And then you tell me society, okay, society does not respect people that are married. And so what? Is Oprah Winfrey married? She's not married, but she gained that her respect. You cannot come and talk to Oprah Winfrey anyhow. Like, you yourself, you look at yourself from head to toe and you're like, I don't understand. Why would you go and talk to someone like that? So don't allow society to push you into getting married to someone because of you just want to answer that name, Mrs. or Mr. And this thing comes most especially on women. They put that so much pressure on women. Women, if you're not married before the age of 30, oh, you're not successful. Who made that standard? Who created that standard in the first place? I do not understand. So when the 30 become a criteria for being successful, when did becoming married become a criteria for being successful in life? What happens to you building your career, being outstanding in your career? What happens to you helping charity? What happens to you being outstanding in charity work? What happens to you being yourself, like being happy with yourself? What happens to self-love, loving yourself for who you are? I do not understand why marriage has become so much of an importance to people these days. I'm not saying marriage is not important. See, listen very well, because if you misquote me, I will come for you with everything I have. Marriage is very important, but if you have not found that person who can tolerate you, or who you can tolerate to a certain extent, please stay off marriage. If you have found that person who understands you and who you understand, good and fine, go into that marriage. All I am saying is, don't be forced into marriage for whatever reason. Don't go into marriage because you feel that person will change tomorrow. They would never change. Bear this in mind. It's only take the grace of God, and it's only take that person's a willingness to change. You will not change anybody in marriage. If you cannot change that person while cutting, or if the person does not even change willingly, see, when you go into that marriage, it will not work. So don't even bother going into that marriage if you are seeing the signs and you feel the person will change after marriage. It only take the grace of God and that person's willingness to change. Don't even try. As I said, this topic is a very, very controversial topic, and I know I can talk about it all day long. All day long, I can sit and talk about marriage. So, in conclusion, This is what I have to say. I wrote it down. I don't know where I actually got this from, but this is just my conclusion. Marry your kind, someone who is like you in most areas, someone who has almost the same view with you. Marry someone that has same tolerance level or higher tolerance level than yourself. Not someone that chickens out all the time at the slightest problem or misunderstanding or dispute. I don't even understand why you would see someone, just little quarrel like this, little quarrel, and they're already backing out. You find this even in relationship, like while you're still dating. Any small misunderstanding people have, oh, they've backed out, they're not going to talk to you, days will go past and nothing is being done about it. See, marry who has same tolerance level with you, a higher tolerance. It will be better for you. Above all, see, above all, pray to God. Pray and be sure that this is who God wants you to spend the rest of your life with. Don't go to any pastor and be saying, oh, my pastor said they saw revelation or they did not see revelation. Tell God to speak to you. Hear from God directly. So that when it is time for problem, you will come to God yourself and say, God, I thought you said this is what you want for me. So that you'll be able to talk to God and tell him how you feel. Your pastor will not be able to express how you feel. So go to God and pray to God about who your partner will be, who you want to spend the rest of your life with. This thing I'm talking about is someone you can spend like almost 50 years of your life, if not more, with. So you shouldn't make that mistake, oh, making a mistake and say you're spending 50 years plus with the devil. Hey God, your life will be your life will be miserable. You know who you spend your life with will actually make or mar you. It will make or mar your career. It will make or mar the type of children you will have. It will make or mar your family as well. So who you spend your life with, I think that is the most critical and crucial decision you ever have to make in your life. That is what see, you cannot make that mistake. Oh. If you're not sure of who you want to spend the rest of your life with, then you are making a terrible mistake, and that mistake might cost you so much. So I'm going to just draw this curtain here because this thing, it is touching me inside. So let me just end it here. Thank you for watching my video today. Hope you enjoyed it, and please, let's have decent conversation in the comment section. I'll be waiting for you all. Don't come for me in a rude manner. I am begging you. Thank you once again. See you in my next video. Bye.